Now guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say shout out to Available for actually giving me this idea. He did the first 100 days and all those series and stuff. And also thank you, and also shout out to Forge Labs for also giving me this modded type thing, because this is actually not actually modded, but it's data packs and plugins. This server I'm playing on, it's the Attack on Titan server. You can go check out the link in the description, and that's gonna leave the IP down there. And basically, yeah. So yeah, shout out to Luke Noble and Forge Labs for inspiring me to do this, and thank you for the creator of this amazing server for making it, because that's the only way I'm actually the person who made it, Poggers, they're Poggers. And guys, so yeah, so I just want to say that, and yeah, so let's start the video. Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say some stuff to clear up all the stuff, just so you guys know. So I'm recording my voice in the editing software, and I actually am not gonna use my microphone at all for when I'm recording my gameplay. So it's just the my voice is just gonna be recorded over the actual footage itself. And yes, and also I just want to say this video is taking me ages. I mean ages to do, because this just takes a lot of work to do all the stuff, survive 100 days in Attack on Titan. Pretty hard, especially with the Titans and stuff. And then I have to edit it all, which actually comes out really, really hard, since this is my very first time doing it. Yeah guys, and sorry for not posting a lot, it's just because my microphone and my mouse, I don't have two USB cords, USB plugs, I mean, so I can't record with my microphone and my mouse. And yeah, that's the problem, but I will be fixing that problem very soon. So I'll be posting content on Universe Labs much more frequently, and yeah. Also guys, just so you know, the goal for these 100 days in Attack on Titan is to get 2 of the rarest items in the game. And you might be thinking, oh, it's probably Netherite or all those armors, because I am playing this, because this Attack on Titan server is in 1.16, but no, it is. And keep in mind, I am very close to the spawn of the wild, so it's very hard to get a lot of the resources, so very hard to survive, and that's part of the challenge. But I need to get a potato and a carrot. Those are actually very rare, because most of the Attack on Titan wild is handmade and stuff, so it's actually really hard to find villages that actually have farms, so it's very rare to get them. And yeah. So guys, without further ado, let's hop right into the very first day of Attack on Titan. So the first day, guys, here I did get grabbed by a Titan, but I did get grabbed by that Titan just because, yeah, and stuff. But I also want to say, one of the rules I made was that I cannot die with any of my stuff on. If I die with one thing that is my stuff, then I technically die. And I made that rule way before I actually do it. And also, I just want to say, I actually started doing this a little bit beforehand, before I actually started recording it. So I built my house and I started building my farm before I actually started this, because I thought of it a little late. And yeah, so that is the reason why it's just taking me a little longer to do and stuff. But yeah, basically the first day, nothing too crazy happened. So yeah, basically the first day I basically was just starting to get ready. And also, sorry for all the lag. So basically I was recording this on my Mac, and I do get a little lag. It's my new Mac, so it's not as bad as it would have been on my old Mac. But yeah, sorry for all the lag and all those stuff. But anyways, let's move on to day 2. Okay, guys, so here, yeah, sorry for saying that, day 2, and let's move on to day 2. I accidentally said that. I'm just so used to it. But basically, here, I'm just getting enough jungle wood so I can, start working on my house a little more, because it was just a big box, and I did not particularly like that. So, guys, here we are. I'm just getting some wood to get our house all and nice. And then I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go mine to get some stuff. And now we're here at day 3. So if you don't know, there's a Titan called Cog Titan, and it's very strong Titan. It's like kind of really hard to kill, and I just had to sprint for it. And as you can see, I did. I had it a run because I got stuck with mine, and those berries are very useful for later on. But then the Cog Titan did not actually chase me. Yeah, it was a little disappointment, but I'm glad it didn't chase me because I had so much stuff on me, and I didn't really want to die on day 3. And yeah, so here there was, first I thought the best way to get food is from fishing and farming, so I had to go out at night and kill some spiders to get a fishing rod. And at first I actually didn't notice I got a string, but then I noticed I got a string after I killed that skeleton. And then I came back and I did have trouble trying to open the door. And again, sorry for the bad FPS. This is a server and there's resource pack and there is a lot of people on the server at times. So yeah, sorry for the lag. And here I thought, you know what, I want to start fishing rod and I want to just fish a lot. And that's how I'm going to get my main source of food. But boy, does that fail. Okay guys, so here I decided, you know what, I want to make a fishing little area, so I decided, okay, let's build it out of cobblestone, just because I have a good amount of cobblestone from all the mining I did. But as you can see, that got interrupted by this rude Titan. That's one of the rudest Titans in the world. Like, I can't believe it would do such a thing. But after that Titan came, I realized I ran out of wood, so I had to go chop down some wood. So that's what I did. I got an oak gate and I got some more oak fences just to finish up this nice fishing platform thing. I'm not actually sure what it's called, but it's a thing. And yeah, I finished it all. And as you can see, the Titans actually do go after the fish, so that's one of the reasons I actually got fish. Here I leveled up to, my XP got to level 5, and it made that weird noise. I don't really know what it was exactly, but it made the noise. So yeah, here after I build my fishing thing, I thought, you know what, I think I should actually build some gates, so if I get chased down by mobs, I don't get because they can obviously break down doors. I just have jungle doors, so they're not actually the really most useful. So I thought, you know what, it's best if I just like build some gates and stuff, just do it. And I know I built it very uneven, but it works. That's all that matters. I'm not really worrying about symmetry, because as you can tell, my house is not it. And as you remember, but near the beginning, when we were running with that Cog Titan, I got a berry, and that's how I started my berry farm. It's actually a very big source of food for me. And soon after, I noticed they weren't growing that much, so I decided, you know what, I think I should put some torches around it for two things, so the actual food actually grows, and for no mob spawning. After I did that, I went up in fishing, soon to find out that fishing actually does not work. Moving on to day 6, I decided I'd go adventuring in the actual area that's not the wild. So as you can see there, in this area where I am, there's actually keep inventory on, so if I die, the thing actually doesn't fail, so I don't fail the actual challenge here, because we're not in the wild in this area. I can't break anything, I can't build anything in this area. You only can do that in the wild. So basically, I just came here I wanted to check out what's happening. And yeah, so it's really nice. And I just continued going on, and then I found this ultra build team like thing, and they're working on Josh. And you gotta remember one of the build team members, which is Yoldolf. I think that's to pronounce their Minecraft username. I suck at pronouncing usernames and names just in general, so sorry for pronouncing that wrong. But anyways, as you can see, they're still working on it, which doesn't so far good. And as you can see here, I'm just doing all that, and I decided to turn down the volume because it was getting really, really loud for my ears. And yeah, so we're just planting some berries now, and that farm is going to eventually go all around my house. Now moving on to day 7, I thought, okay, I need some bone meal to actually grow my food, so I decided, you know what, it's best to go out and kill some zombies and skeletons. Mostly zombies, just because I actually wanted to get some of the items, so I can actually, some of the stuff so I can get potato. And I also decided I wanted to work on my roof some more, so I got some more wood for my roof working. And here's a little tip. You can use doors, you can jump through the middle of the doors, and that actually works, and you can do with that. This is, I call the door scaffolding. It's in the, like, early game, and you don't actually have any, if you don't have a bamboo farm, and you just want to work on your roof, and you didn't do it beforehand like me. So basically, I just take some of my doors I had left over, and I place them. You gotta make sure to look away. Then you can right-click the door, and then just, like, walk. Actually, you can just jump through the door, which is actually really helpful for future on and stuff, just for building. And as you can see, I actually already started working on it, and yeah. And also, my house is actually made out of jungle, which in this texture pack actually looks really, really, really well. So I've been using it, and I've also been using some zombie flesh to eat, just because I don't have a lot of food right now, because my bread and wheat's not growing that much. Moving on to day 8, I decided I'm just going to go back on and down into the mines, which I did. And day 10, because I've been spending a long time in the mine, I found some redstone and a lava pit after mining. And keep in mind, this is in a cave, and I lighted up all the cave after and then I went down exploring. And that lava pit's actually very useful. And so a little bit after, I was still in day 10, and mining, and I decided, I put some stairs down and all, and then I decided, you know what, I want to make it look nice. So I decided I covered all in cobblestone. Cobblestone actually looks good in this resource pack, so that's what I did. I went all the way through, and that actually was a mine there. This is another mine, and as you can see, it's a mine, and I completely covered it in cobblestone. I have little tiny checkpoints and stuff. And here I actually recorded with my AirPods, but then my AirPods microphone started glitching out when I checked out the file, so I'm just going to voice more or less of it voiced over. So, but I was just talking. And also there was an actual marketplace where I could buy diamond armor and diamond tools and all that, which I didn't know of before. So that's where I get that's where I got my diamond armor and diamond tools. And feature on that marketplace does come actually very much in handy. And yeah, so basically just day 10 is just me a little bit showing you all around. And I also just want to say, while we're doing this talking, I want to say, so a lot of days I skipped over because I just didn't record a lot of it, just because a lot of the recording does take a lot of work on my computer to actually run the game in my OBS at the same time. So yeah, that's one of the part of the frames the FPS is done. But when I don't move, actually the frames look really well. But basically, I was working on that for the entire day, day 10. I started this challenge on the same day I actually got on the server, and that was the same. And until day 10 was I spent an entire day playing on the server, and that was from day 1 to day 10. Now here I actually got my sounds back on, and as you can see, my berry farm's actually working on, and as you can tell, I did skip a couple days. Here I decided I'm gonna go look for the potato and carrots, and I saw this food thing, and it turns out they actually don't sell carrots and potatoes, which I actually didn't know until someone told me and stuff. And I was asking all around, and they said you can't get it from like those foods from the food areas, like all those stuff. So I checked out the flower merchant, and I started like, oh god, no, I can't buy actually the potato and carrots. How am I going to do this? Oh god, I don't know how I'm going to challenge. That basically was what's going through my head right now. So I decided, okay, so this is actually going to be a really hard challenge, trying to find the potatoes and carrots. So I decided I would check on the block shop, which actually does come useful, and I couldn't find it. So I went back home, and now here we are, just chilling, and I decided, and then, but because I remember, working 1.16, that means zombies actually do drop carrots and potatoes. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna go out and kill some zombies so I can try to get the carrots and potatoes. And guess how well that worked out. While I was exploring, I actually found this base, and it was really cool, so I decided to tell everyone on the server about it, and, yeah. And I can tell you guys can guess that I actually didn't, but thankfully, this one beautiful human gave me a potato. So I got a potato. So after I got the potato, I decided, okay, let's go home, and I put it in my ender chest because I did spend 5k on that ender chest in my house, and I didn't really want to die right away. So what I did fastly, first of all, I decided I had to quickly go there, and I did actually start planning for another crop already. So I already had placed down dirt, which you saw in the previous days. Now keep in mind, all the days are 20 minutes each, and I have a timer going off in my background that actually shows the day number I'm on, and it just turns off whenever, and I always keep note of when the days changes. And I spent the next couple days just mining down and doing some other stuff. Here, I made a nether room, which ends up being useless because someone told me that the nether was able in the nether, but then I asked again because the nether looks like, the nether portal actually has like a locked gate on it, and it was like, oh wait, that's weird, and it turns out it actually does not work. So here I was just finishing off my potato farm and starting to work. So someone here actually told me that they're near a village, and they tell there's a command in thing/TPA that allows you to teleport the players, and I TPA'd to them, which allowed me to teleport them. So I checked out the village, and this is the problem, like I said in the beginning of the video. And look at that beautiful clutch there. So I actually did not find a carrot in this village. I spent the next couple days actually trying to find the carrots in this village and traveling around, but I eventually did find a carrot. And I actually didn't get it on camera because I was not recording then, and I completely forgot I needed to record. So basically I found someone's farm, and they had a carrot. And also keep in mind, Tasty Cheetos from Universe Jahi, in other words, she changed her username. So she just joined on the server, and we were there together. And I did find an egg, which was actually very useful. As you can see, the timer went off and it switched to day 26. So that's the thing there. So, and then I started seeing these onion things and all these little like mini block things. So I decided I'd get it. And that's what my inventory actually got very full of all of those stuff. So it was very hard, but I did have to get rid of some items, but don't worry, I didn't get rid of any of the plants that I got. And yeah, this is very good exploring this area, since I already had the potato, and I had to get the carrot. So here, I was just exploring the little village this evening, to see if I can find a carrot still. And keep in mind, I don't have a bed in the wild yet. So I made one of my goals personally. One of my goals, not the actual challenge. It was one of my little goals to get a bed from killing spiders. In this village, I was like very tempted to get a bed, but I did end up grabbing a bed. But later on, I had to get rid of it because I had too much. My inventory was full, and I had to make room for the carrot somehow. So I did. And guys, I just want to say, the carrot I did actually end up getting, I actually replanted it and then bone mealed it, and then I got myself my own carrot, and that's how I managed to get my carrot farm. As you can hear, I kept trying to clutch, but I failed miserably. I could have killed me, but luckily it did not. So, yeah. Anyways, continuing on, I tried to do another clutch, and then lag back happened, and as you can see, I would have died there. That could have been the end of the series. But then a bunch of zombies came, and I started freaking out. Because I was only on 4 hearts, and if these zombies decided to actually group up, and there was multiple zombies and a skeleton, I could have been done for in this entire series. And this entire series would have been a waste of all my time. But I quickly had to run away, and I hid myself in this building with that grass block. And yeah, and that's how I actually managed to, that was my closest call on actually dying with items. So, yeah, it was very stressful, and I freaked out, and I can't believe I actually survived that part. And I'm just very, very, very lucky that I actually ever even survived. So, on to day 50, since it was midday, I wanted to actually check around, and keep in mind, I had nothing in my inventory as then. So, I decided I just want to go check around. Now, I also did put some torches around the area where my mine is, just because I don't want mobs spawning there. So yeah, and titans actually did spawn there when there was light. That got a little annoying, because like nighttime was my only safe zone, because titans didn't actually spawn in the night, but they spawned in the light area, and that kind of freaked me out. So from the last of the mine, I actually did do a little more work. I made it all cobblestone. I put some jungle doors there, and I got us like chests, furnace, and all those good stuff there. And yeah, it took me a long time. And if you didn't notice, I actually didn't realize that the torches are actually still on the stone blocks. Which, if you guys want me to do it, I can do it 200 days. And first thing I'll obviously do is switch out those torches with cobblestone. But I actually do those stone on where it's just holding the torches actually look really nice. Now, I actually had my diamond tools all in there, which is actually very, very risky, because there's I created a town, and it's in my home, my town's in my home, so no one can actually open any chest or go in it, and all that stuff. But, like, here in the mine, I actually can't do it, and yeah, so it's very risky leaving stuff in there, but I hope people have enough dignity to not take my stuff in my chest. And yeah, so yeah, moving on to day 51, we're still doing it, and I'm just proud of all the work I have done in that. And especially, it's really hard to do half of this stuff because we are in Attack on Titan with Titans, but luckily, since I'm in the mines, that's my main save point, because like no Titans and stuff can actually get in it, and they can't spawn around it. Well, they can spawn around it, but they can't stick their hands in it and then grab me and take me out of my house. And here, I did almost die. I was half a heart, very alive, and managed to do it. Here, I decided, you know what, I want to make like really deep thing going down with all my farms going down with like, especially if you guys want me to do it, I can do it 200 days, and I will definitely try to get animals down into like the basement of like glass, and I'll have like all the farms I can. And there's where all my like stuff is. So here I noticed my potatoes actually weren't growing at first, so I needed to put some slabs with water in it. And I didn't luckily have any items in that area. So, yeah. Luckily I didn't have any items there, so I was pretty fine. And that didn't count because I had no items on me. Now, I spawned back in, expecting the Titans to despawn, because usually they despawn every time, and then I thought, okay, wait, someone must be near here. But I managed to actually get them to despawn. It only took me about 2 days. So as you can see here, I actually had to put some water with the slabs, and the potato farm and the carrot farm are actually in the wilderness, which is very dangerous, because anyone can just come up and break the slabs, but yeah, but hopefully they didn't do it. They don't do it just because if they're nice. But I do have some extra potatoes and carrots in my chest, so if they actually do try to take any of my carrots and potatoes, they actually can, but I'll always have spares. And here I started freaking out because I had my items, and the iron hoe actually did go in my inventory once after I threw it, but I quickly threw it away. So yeah, that was a very risky thing. But I decided, you know what, now that I want the Titans to spawn, so I decided to do something super risky. Jump down there, and if I actually die in the spawn not fighting Titans, I do count that as death, and if I die once, the sire saying's over. So I did it kind of risky. It's really kind of risky to do it. But moving on to day 66, I did spend a long time just working on getting the last, because I forgot about the market, and I could just spend ages getting gray dye and all those. Here, there's actually kits to actually use. I did Slash Pit Liquidator, which you only can use once every day, and I decided I'm going to go kill Titans. And if I actually die here, the series will end, because I have items on me. And I could fly right into one of those Titans' faces, and then get eaten. Which actually ended up pretty scary, because I knew I could die. And luckily, I'm actually pretty good with the 3M gear, so I wasn't super worried. But I was still a little worried, because there was no one there to help protect me. I got grabbed by them. And I did actually forget that if I actually do it, because if I do actually get grabbed by Titan, there's a high chance I'm going to forget about having the armor on, because I don't usually wear armor in the wild. Just because if I die, it's really hard to, it's gonna be really hard to take it off and then do it, and I just forget about it a lot. Like here, I just spent ages trying to kill that Titan, who was killing the fish in the area, and I kinda got angry that they're killing the fish, but the fish actually does help me. I do eat some of that fish during the thing. So here, as you can see, there's the Titan there. I got freaked out. Now moving on to day 79. I know that was a big jump scare. I just been working a lot on my stuff, expanding my carrot farm, and as you can still see, I did actually still have that armor on, the Liquidator armor. I still had it on, and I completely forgot I had it on. So if that Titan grabbed me, the series would have ended, and it got pretty scary, and I still didn't realize I had it on. So I decided I'd just eat a puffer fish, and just chill there, losing my health. And I actually did not eat for the next couple days, so once we do the next jump skip thing, you will see my health is staying the same, because I haven't eaten in, I just didn't end up eating. So here we're at day 93. I did Slash Home, and if you look at the chat, you can see I was actually eaten by Titans, but luckily I had nothing on, and that is an important thing. And now we're getting close to the end of the video. So yeah, here I just want to say to Yoldolf, who's actually part of the build team, I messaged Yoldolf saying I got a carrot, so I was on the server once, and all the build team was basically, and I think, no, not all the build team, but I think a few of the build teams, some admin, and a helper, and Yoldolf was actually there too, and so there's also a person called Dishwasher _ soap, and they kept saying that he has a carrot, or she, but like, yeah, that was one of the funniest things, and I didn't actually record it because I forgot to record. And like, yeah, so here I decided take my fish and start walking down and getting torches. But then I actually eventually forgot I didn't grab my torches, so I went back and did a bunch of torch. And I placed a little more glass just to get ready for 200 days if you guys want me to do it. Now keep in mind, I will actually be playing on the Attack on Titan server a little bit. And if you guys want me to 200 days, let's try to hit 5 likes, maybe 5 likes. 5 likes is actually a lot for my size of a channel. It's not a big channel, and I don't get a lot of views on my videos. So if you hit 5 likes, that's a lot of likes. And if you hit 5 likes, I will definitely do 200 days. Now here, I just want to check out the spawn of the wild. This is where you actually spawn in the wild. And I just wanted to check it out, just checking out the last bits of my journey, because this is day 100. I survived all days and did some of my goals, and if you guys do end up doing 200, and here I actually decided, you know what, I want to fly an airship, but I never actually figured out how. If we do 200 days, I might actually try to figure out how to fly an airship, but I'm not really sure yet. But basically, guys, if we ever do 200 days, I will definitely make sure we have new goals. And one of those goals is to get every single type of like farming things. And I only have 3 of the things to farm. And that's kinda like a little bit of a little annoying. I want to have plenty of food, and I'm putting in my chunk of my home, my chunk. So I'll be going down, and no one can hopefully get actually into my home. And yeah, so I will be definitely guys. Hopefully we're gonna be doing 200 days. And here I decided, as a final death, I'm gonna die, and then I will disconnect. And yeah, that's basically the end of the video, guys. So I know this is not actually as long as most like 100-day videos are, because I didn't actually record a lot during it. But here's the disconnection, and yeah, so see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.